is it even possible to make clothes and you know, make that like my full-time salary?
You can make more than a full. You can make, bro, like you can make someone's year salary in 2 hours, and I've done it plenty times. Like, and it's like, I don't say that to sound big-headed or anything. It's, you can do it, but what you're gonna have to pay in emotional stress and stress in life, is it worth it? It's whether you're willing to put up with that shit, innit?
Yo, what's up, guys? Just want to say that this video is powered by DistroKid. Let's get it. What's going on, guys? You're watching Kids Take Over right now. All the way from New York to London in a very special place. And what my guy SlikSyd, how's it going?
Yes, sir. What are you telling me?
Man, it's a long time in the making. You said that you used to watch like our interviews, yeah?
Yeah, I still watch them now.
Of course, yeah.
Fourth wall is broken, isn't it? It's mad.
Man, cool to finally link you. I think,
yes, sir.
I think, bro, you've done so many cool things, whether that be like, you know, fashion, obviously, but even music. I want to get into all of it, but for the audience, you know, that just wants to know the backstory, I'd like to know, like, where'd you even grow up in London?
My thing is, I didn't even grow up in London. So I grew up north in a place, small town called Huddersfield. And then I moved to London like maybe 6 years ago now. I told my mum I was going uni. I didn't tell her it was going to be in London. So when I moved to London, I just got a uni accommodation, stayed there for a year, and then dropped out.
Yeah.
I got a crew with my best friend, so we're lit. I didn't usually attend though, like I'll just be at uni, like I'll go there just so that they don't kick me out or something.
Yeah, because I guess if you don't, then they can do that. Yeah, that's true. Did you move from Africa to here, or did you?
Yeah, we immigrated here, innit? Life was difficult, innit? Like, as an immigrant, I don't know if you're an immigrant, but the majority of immigrants know, like, when you move to this country, they make it very difficult for you. Like,
How so?
You can't work, can't get any income. You have to live off like vouchers and stuff. Like when you go food shopping, like what they call in America,
Food
stamps. Yeah, like you have to do that thing. Yeah, man. Parents do what they do to get by, but alhamdulillah, we're here now.
Yeah, bro. I see you like fitted up constantly. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know if that's like embedded in you as a kid or something, but like what kind of kid were you? You know, like
my mom was obsessed with Lil Wayne when I was growing up in Usher. So she used to make me wear them hats that lean to the side.
Oh yeah,
like a fedora. Yeah, she used to dress me like that, and then I guess it just comes from that, bro. Like my mom she don't care about fashion. She just likes to look nice.
Yeah.
So naturally, as you grew up, like I started caring about fashion. You know what I'm saying?
And did you like just look at other people and were like, damn, like bro, he's fly. Like I want to get like that.
Yeah, I've always been someone to like, if I see something on someone else that I think's fly, I hate it. I'm a hater. Like, not a hater, but like, I'll tell you I think it's dead. And then the next week, you're going to see me with that same thing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You ever said something, yeah, and then someone else gets it before you? Yeah, I do the opposite thing. I'll tell you I think it's dead, and then I'll have it next week. Like, that's my thing, innit? But I don't care about like fashion per se. I care about just looking nice, bro, presentable, and however I deem fly, then that's how I care to look.
You know, you said it was kind of hard for you up until 13. Did you ever work any like minimum wage jobs out here or what?
Bro, every job I had was minimum wage. I started working when I was like 14. I started working at a pub. Like, you lot don't have pubs over there, innit?
Yeah, just like bars, right?
It's almost like a bar, but it's a bit more scatty. Like, it's a bit more dirty. Yeah, man. I used to work in a pub for £5 an hour.
£5?
Yeah, bro. £5. That's like $6 maybe.
You could work at a pub at 14?
Nah, I lied okay. About my age. They didn't check nothing though, innit? Because you need to think, they can pay me less. And it means nothing.
Yeah.
Than to hire someone who's like, bro, I was washing plates, bro. You don't need a 20-year-old to wash some plates, bro.
Right.
I did that at home for free. I would spend that money. I'll be on Depop every day, every single day. And then I figured out a system where like I would buy a fit and I'll sell the fit before I've even got it.
Oh, man.
And then I've bought my next fit already.
Yeah. Because
I couldn't afford to keep the pieces. It was like, okay, I want to get these clothes and I want to see them at least once. So I'll buy it, sell it, to the point where the profit is enough and I could just keep the pieces now.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Or you just buy the piece and then you take a photo in it and then you sell it.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Some people would be doing that, bro.
Literally.
That's interesting. I guess that was like your first taste into like being an entrepreneur, is doing that then, if you think about it.
I guess, yeah, if you look at it in that way, I was just hungry, bro. I wanted clothes. Like, I didn't care about being an entrepreneur those times. I just wanted clothes, bro.
I mean, what brought you into actually like making clothes? Because the brand you have right now isn't what you started with. You know, you had another brand at the beginning. So what made you actually want to make clothes?
there was a point I didn't understand where I could go. Like I was just posting fit pics, and I never knew that fit pics could do something for you, innit? Until it started doing stuff for me. Like it started getting me opportunities. People started sending me clothes, and then I was like, though I like your clothes, I can make my own. You know what I'm saying? And then one day I was in biology, and there's a sketch by William something, I've forgotten his name, but it's like of a skeleton praying. And I thought it was just hard, so I just put on some jeans. And then
that same exact photo?
Same exact photo. Like I went in Photoshop, I split it, put one leg on the other, one on the other leg.
Nice.
And then yeah, man, that was like the dawn of my first brand. It was by accident. It was meant to just be release those jeans once, and then someone taught me the game.
And then what about after that? Like, were you like, oh shit, this kind of worked, you know? Let me try and make another piece.
That's literally how it started. Like I clocked, oh shit, this actually works. Like, I can make something out of my life with this. And yeah, man, ever since then, bro, I've just been going.
Yeah.
That's what got me into designing. Like that was the first time I could say I designed. And I look at it now and it's like, right, I found a reference, I envisioned it on a piece. Suddenly you're a designer now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to that biology book then.
Shout out, man. Shout out, genuinely.
You gotta find that biology book and put it in your office or something one day.
Yeah.
I feel that would be a core
That would
piece,
be sick, actually.
right?
Yeah, man.
I think some people get confused because there's like Years of Tears, but then there's Osbatt, and they don't know how to like, you know, like what's the brand called, you know?
Yeah. So I mean, I started a brand and it was always meant to be called Osbatt, but Osbatt is an acronym, innit? So in my head, it was like, why would I ever call my brand an acronym? That don't make sense.
And what does it stand for?
On some bullshit all the time. And then I just was like, you know what? Years of Tears makes more sense because it's really that for real. Like that's what that's what I feel like I've lived through. And Years of Tears ain't like not on a sad thing. It's like joyful tears, like when you achieve some shit. You know what I'm saying? But then as I've got older, and I've got this book. It's down there. It's called Consumer Culture. Found out that like a brand should like the brands with one word names are always the ones that travel the furthest. So for example, Nike, but their slogan is just do it. And then you've got Adidas, and then you've got even like McDonald's or whatever it might be. Supreme, do you know what I'm saying? And Supreme have their own slogan, you know what, fuck you, do what we want. Like, it's always good to have a one brand name with a slogan. So Osbatt, Years of Tears. Do you
That's
get
the slogan. That makes
so
a
it's
lot
just
more
like we
sense.
flipped it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I think to this day, people are still a little confused, you know?
Yeah, man. And plus the page is still called Years of Tears, so I get where they're confused, but we're getting that changed right now.
Does somebody already have the Osbatt at?
So, you know like when someone makes an account and they deactivate?
Yeah.
The app goes with it.
It's gone, yeah.
Yeah, but I made the boss call.
Yeah, my Instagram used to be, in the early days, it was kidstakeover, IG.
Damn. Yeah. My one used to be Years of Tear.s. Years of Tears. Just to put it together in it, but
yeah, this shit's annoying, bro. And it's like the person that has it is like some random like old lady in like Kansas or something, you know?
You shouldn't have posted in 3 years, bro.
Right.
Jarring, but yeah, man.
I feel that, bro. What was like the early stages of the brand? You know, like I guess what I want to ask is what were the struggle days like of the brand, because you definitely didn't just start it and then it just blew up like right away.
Yeah, so obviously I was blessed enough to have already had a platform for my first and second brand because I was posting pics. Yeah. I just didn't know the business side of things, innit? So just like anyone with a business, like the taxes come in and you're stressing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Shit's going left, and like even small things like ordering from manufacturers, like in the early days you ain't got bread to be paying
money for samples and stuff and shipping, bro.
It's like you're getting that one piece and you're doing the whole marketing with one size, one piece, one colorway. Like you got to do the product pictures yourself. Like it's mad, bro. So anyone that has a brand or considers himself a designer or whatnot, like I know they went through the same thing I went through. Even like just having to release to make rent, because like I said, I moved out when I was 19.
So you needed the money from the brand to really like live, essentially.
You get it? Yeah, man. It's like man took a risk on the brand, and alhamdulillah, it all paid off in it. But
right, were you making money at first? Like, was it something that actually made money, or?
Yeah, it made money. Yeah. Like, but I didn't realize that money is like not real, because it's like, okay, cool. I'm 19, bro. I've never had £1,000 at this point, bro. Yeah. So it's like
$5 from the pub.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, I didn't know when 20k comes in, you need to put away 20. We're in the UK, so 20% tax, 20% VAT. Then you gotta pay the shipping, then you gotta pay the manufacturer, then you gotta pay this, that, and the third, miscellaneous charges. At the end of it, bro, you're left with like 2 bags, right? And then you gotta pay rent. After you paid your rent, You're left with like 6
Zero.
bills.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah.
Bills, 3 bills.
Yeah.
You got £300 left. You're like, raw. Like, I thought I was up.
Let me go get a dinner with my money. That's all you can really
Can't
get.
even do that, bro.
Yeah.
You're refunding Uber orders, like. It's
That's
mad,
funny.
bro.
I feel that. So what was the moment you think things really popped off where you were like, okay, now I'm making like a lot more money and you know, you're just like a household name out here?
Probably recently, you know. Like more recently than anything. Like ever since I took a break, because I took a break for a year because I felt like I didn't know how to make clothes. Like I was printing garms. Like that's not making clothes to me.
What do you mean by that?
Like you know how there's like a massive, like it was when TikTok came up and bare man were having brands.
Oh, like the TikTok brands?
Yeah, and it was like they'll print a hoodie that says I love life, like in some weird font. It's just like
in some H&M font.
Yeah, man. I was like, right, I'm in the same category as these man, because though my brand may not say I love life in that weak ass font, it's like I'm still printing the same clothes. Like I'm printing on tees, I'm printing on tracksuits and that. So I was like, nah, I need to learn how to make clothes. And I watched Rick Owens. I felt like a dickhead. Rick Owens was like, the most important thing to be a designer is to learn how to make clothes. And I was like, I can't even sew. So I took a year away and I learned everything. Like I learned how to sew. I took classes. I learned pattern cutting. I learned everything myself, so that like when I could come back, though I may not do it myself now, like I'm not gonna sit there and make my whole collection myself. I know how to. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's a really good point. And first of all, I didn't even know that. Because a lot of people think like, oh, if I'm not good at something, like let me just really try to focus on the marketing side of it and like that'll compensate. But I don't think a lot of people are like, okay, now let me take a break and just become better at it, you know?
Yeah, like that's why a lot of men are not, like a lot of people don't look at themselves first and know who they are. I feel like with me, I'm very I reflect a lot on who I am and how I can get better at what I do.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it's like falling in love. It made me fall in love with clothes again, bro. Like,
Oh yeah.
Because I started, for 6 months I didn't come in there. There was flies when I came back. There was a colony of flies living in there, bro.
In here?
Yes,
oh
bro.
Oh my god,
like,
yeah.
Like my boy could contest that. I've got pictures in my phone, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Do you feel like you doing that, going through that break, and do you think that kind of like goes back to the whole Years of Tears thing, like back to the brand?
Yeah, like I needed to be happy, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't. And it was like, this is my pride and joy. So it's like when I took time away from it and I knew I was doing something to make sure that when I come back to this, I'm happy, I didn't feel sad about it. Like, though, yeah, there was depressive episodes and whatnot. It was like, I never at any point felt sad about the fact I took time away, because I was taking time away to be better, bro. And you can never, ever look down on someone trying to better themselves. And that boils down to you as well. Like, if you ever take time away from this to make this platform better, can't look at yourself and be like, why did I do that? Or be angry at yourself for nothing, you know?
Right. You make clothes, but at the end of the day, it is a lot of it is like online, right? And you're like a public figure in a sense. You take a break from that, bro. Like the algorithm's not gonna give you grace for taking a break. The algorithm's gonna be like, I don't give a fuck. Like you're not showing yourself to a lot of people now until you build it back up. So a lot of people, I feel like, would have been scared to take that break, you know?
Yeah, man. But like I said, I feel like purpose
matters more.
It matters, bro. If your purpose is to go away and be better, when you come back and you're better, people are gonna acknowledge, right, this nigga went away. Right. The nigga came back and he's great. I've only been back 2 months. I feel like what I put out in the last 2 months has been fantastic. And even the shit I'm making is levels above what I was making before. Like, that's the first piece I ever made.
Can I see that?
I don't know if you can get in the shot. This is the first piece I ever made for this brand, and like I said, it's a pair of jeans, but they're just printed. Like, there's nothing technical to them.
Yeah,
but at the time,
it's still hard though.
That was cool as fuck at the time, and they're highly inspired by Big.
Okay.
You know, and then when I came back, that was the first thing I made.
Those jeans?
Yeah.
Oh, those are really hard. Yeah, those are sick.
That was the first thing I made, and it's like every inch of it was
that and this are two different complete things. Yeah.
So it's like, bro, we've come a long way.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful for that. And I think taking time away is really important.
Yo, what's good, y'all? Sorry to scare you like that. But as you guys know, KTO is all about putting on for the next generation of artists. But to thrive as an independent artist, you gotta have a reliable distributor. My recommendation is DistroKid. The coolest part is mad artists that we interviewed, they all started their careers off DistroKid because it's the key to not only having control of your music, but 100% of your earnings. You got unlimited uploads, and DistroKid makes it super, super easy to just get your music on all the major streaming platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, bro, all of them. And you just pay a yearly fee. So if you're serious about getting your music heard and, you know, actually building your fan base, I'm gonna leave a link in the description of this video so that you guys can go ahead and start using DistroKid. Yeah, man, I'm excited for you guys to crush it. Good for you, man. I don't know if you remember, there was one point where I actually wanted to quit KTO. It was like, yeah, I made a whole video about it, and me too, bro. Like the annoying part is having to like still put out stuff while you're like going through it. You know, you just need to be like, nah, let me just get off this for a bit. You know, because the feeling when you come back and you do your first, like for you it's a piece, for me it's an interview. Nothing could like beat that. You know?
Oh, bro. I was putting out this chain monthly by monthly by monthly, and I was fed up, bro.
Yeah.
It's the point I just stopped. But that takes obviously financial, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Finances are down, everything's down, bro.
I feel it. I'm a really big fan of like the jackets. I just love jackets in general. I really like that one.
Fuck with them.
Who are some of the first like pivotal people to rock your clothes?
Ooh, just the man them, like my niggas. Seeing my niggas wear my clothes, it's different, like, and seeing them rock it when I'm not there, bro. Cause it's some man will wear some shit so you see that they're rocking it, but you see them man there that will wear some shit and you're not there, but you still see it. Like that was hard to me, bro. Like seeing a man and wear it. But I guess in terms of like influential figures, like the first ever person to wear anything I ever made was Trippie Redd.
Oh wow!
Like went in the height of Trippie Redd.
Yeah. It's like 2017, 2018.
Yeah, it was him and Lil Baby.
Oh.
That was in the height of their thing still. And Sench, he reached out to me like early, bro. Like, and I didn't see the DM for like maybe a year, bro. And when I seen it, I'm hitting back. I was like, yeah, and then we linked up and shit, which was sick.
How do you think that all those guys found you?
People, word of mouth. I believe in word of mouth more than anything. It's why I can't ever pay for an ad. Like, nah, man.
It just feels wrong, yeah?
Yeah, I'd rather everything go wrong and I start again than to pay for an advert, bro. That's not my thing, man.
Yeah, word of mouth, you're right, travels really far. Because especially when artists from North America will like come to London, like they're going to ask people, hey, what are the best restaurants, right?
Yeah, bro, facts.
Where should I go to shop? And of course, if your clothes are all that, then people are going to bring it up, right?
Exactly.
So that makes sense. I also saw it be on Yachty.
Yeah, bro. He's a real nigga. Yo, he's a real fucking nigga, bro.
Yeah.
Like, he's been fucking with me since I was like 16.
Oh shit, okay.
Like, he's been tapped in since I was a kid, like. And he's always like, when he came London, like, he didn't have to, but he wore the first shirt I ever made, which is that one there.
Yeah.
He wore it on main stage at I've forgotten the festival's name. They did it for 1 year, and then Alt London.
Oh, okay.
Because Yachty was my favorite artist growing up, you know, at that age anyway. Because he was the only one that was really on like the bait BBC shit, and I fucked with that too. He was like, if you fuck with it, I fuck with your music, like that's lit. And yeah, man, that really inspired me to keep going.
Yeah, I bet, bro. Of course. Who's like the dream person you'd want to see your clothes on?
I got it already, bro. My mom, like,
yeah.
I got it already, bro. My mom, wore my stuff. I cried, bro, because she wore it to the village to go see her mom, and I was just like, well, that's my grandma. I don't know why I said it like that, but yeah, man, like, just my mom wearing my stuff. Cause you need to do, bro. I come from an African household, bro. Like, you tell your mom you wanna do fashion, she'll start praying for you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like they start praying for you. They're like, yeah, we're going to church today. Like, there's something wrong with you, and it's like, nah, man, like, I just really like clothes, and it's your fault. It's my mom's fault that I like clothes.
Dressing like Lil Wayne, you know?
So yeah, my mom wearing my stuff it's all I need, bro. My niggas, my mom, and just the kids that really fuck with this, because it's them lot that make shit travel. The celebrities and that, there's only one of them, bro.
Yeah.
For every one celebrity, there's 100,000 kids.
Good point.
So it's like, I'd rather 100,000 kids are wearing an Osbatt t-shirt or Osbatt chain,
right, or
Osbatt anything, or even just talking about Osbatt, or liking the Osbatt picture, or sending it to their boy, even shitting on Osbatt. Whatever it is, as long as it's the actual kids of this community doing it, I'm more than happy, bro.
Yeah, 100%, bro. I'm curious because I want to know about the business side of things too, because you are an entrepreneur at the end of the day. And I'm not asking this to like pocket watch, but like, there's a lot of kids that are watching this that will be like, is it even possible to make clothes and make that like my full-time salary? I think it's really glamorized by a lot of people.
Yeah.
And then when they actually go and do it, kids are like, wait, this is like scary. I don't want to do this. So just give me your honest advice to that kid watching. Like, can you make like a full-time salary off this? Is this,
You can make more than a full. You can make, bro, like you can make someone's year salary in 2 hours. And I've done it plenty times. Like,
yeah.
And it's like, I don't say that to sound big-headed or anything. It's you can do it. But what you're gonna have to pay in emotional stress and stress in life, is it worth it? It's whether you're willing to put up with that shit, innit? Like,
Well, give me an example of that. What do you mean by the emotional stress? Like, what really
bro,
comes with it?
Bro, there's times I've dropped, made 100K in an hour.
Wow.
And then I wouldn't have had the stock. And I have to pre-order it.
Oh, yeah.
And then the manufacturer scams you.
Ooh, yeah.
Now
What do you do then?
you're 40K down. You've got 40K worth of stock to send out to customers that ain't come. You got to order it again. Or you order it, it'll go missing. Like, for example, I ordered 1,000 beanies. They were ready before I even dropped them. All they need to do is be shipped here.
Yeah.
We shipped them. Tracking don't update. To this day, I've still not got it. To this day, bro.
For real?
But I had to make a secondary order after a week of it not coming. And then it finally came. The second order. The first order still never came. So it's like all that
You
money.
gotta find these guys, bro.
You know what I'm saying? All that money that man spent to get that shit here is gone. And now, I learned from that now. So it's like, when I release, if it ain't in this fucking studio, I don't care. It could be it could be out for delivery. I ain't dropping till it's right here. And I'm holding it in my hands and I've counted it out. I ain't dropping, bro.
It sucks you went through that, but it's also kind of fire you went through that,
It sucks though, but hey man, we just gotta keep going, innit?
I feel that. How do you know how to like price what you're gonna sell? Because so I'm gonna interview Salon right after this, and I heard him saying once in an interview before, he was like, you're not just paying for this design. You're paying for like the years that I put into the game, right?
Exactly, yeah, man. Like, you're paying for all the hard work I've had to do to learn how to do it to begin with. But obviously, there's the obvious pricing is you have to cover cost, tax. And sometimes, depending on how you price on your website, some people include the shipping in their pieces, or some people charge separate. I charge separate.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you have to account for the obvious stuff, and then you have to account for how much you value this piece and
that's true. Yeah.
where you see it sitting. Like, a lot of people, they come in, they're like, oh, can I sell my tee for £30? Like, am I charging too much? Bro, my first t-shirt, and to this day, has always been £55. And that was based off when I was coming up, when I wanted a t-shirt. £55 was the amount that I set. You know what I'm saying? And Supreme tees were £45 plus £5 shipping. Yeah. But Supreme is Supreme. I'm not Supreme.
Right. So
I charge a bit more.
Fair. I mean, what about okay, that's on like the clothing side of it, like you actually putting out your pieces, but what about as an entrepreneur and like a figure, I'm sure you make money off like brand partnerships, like tell me about other things you do, like
just like anyone, bro. Like, I started a label this year called KULT Records. Yeah, man. We signed a bunch of artists, so I get my 20% there, but I never touch that. I let that sit there, because
it's more of like a long-term play.
You get it. And then obviously just brand deals, partnerships, working with whoever it might be. And me and Hugo, that's my manager. Yeah, we've been doing tours around the world. Like, so we'll go. We just got back from SA. We went South Africa. We went to Australia. We went to China. Yeah. We did Europe with Fimi. We went. Where else have we been? Went to America, New York. Been bare places together. We're about to go to Toronto as well. We should catch you there. You should come to Toronto when we
Toronto, man. I guess I live in New York, so it's close. Are you gonna come to New York or no?
Yeah, we should be doing something this summer. But yeah, man, I make money as much as I can, but money's not the be or end all for me, innit? Because I know if I need money, it's here. It's not in that other shit. The other shit is just if I want to do it.
Okay, so you said you design everything, right? Mm-hmm. For the most part.
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah. How did you learn to design, and like how does that work start to finish?
I'm a nerd, innit? Yeah. Like, I go on rabbit holes. Like, as soon as I learn something, or if I found out about something, like, for example, Photoshop, like, I started using Photoshop in school. You get taught that in the UK from young. Like, they teach you, like, it's called ICT, innit? When I first got my first MacBook ever, downloaded. That was the first thing I downloaded, Photoshop.
Yeah.
There was always a thing called Illustrator. I'm like, bro, what is this for? Like, I'm thinking it's for them sketching niggas, the artist niggas. I'm like, okay, this ain't for me. And then as I got older and I started watching more YouTube, I learned, oh shit, you make clothes on this. This is how you really make clothes.
Yeah.
Like, on the other one is how you make. It's why a lot of them man got brands that just got fucking graphics on them, because they're on Photoshop not understanding clothes, bro.
Yeah.
Like when you get to Illustrator and you can draw the most mad tech pack, that's when you can say, yeah, okay, cool. Now I'm learning to design. And after that, I started video editing with my boy Vels. He taught me everything, like from day one, he taught me everything. And then there's this guy called Bryan Delimata that we used to watch. But yeah, I was watching Bryan Delimata and he like taught us everything. So now anytime I meet anyone that makes clothes or anything, I'm on them. If they're not using Illustrator,
Yeah.
I'm on you. Like I'm clowning you, or I'm like, bro, come link me, let me teach you. Or like I've been on everyone about that, bro. Because the second you jump on there, it's when you start making tracksuits, bro.
Right.
And you start making real pieces.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because creativity is endless on there.
Right. 100%. I also think it's funny because like those YouTube tutorial people, I don't think they understand how many careers they have like started. You know.
Bro.
Like they just think, oh, I'm a YouTuber, but nah, bro, you've been like a professor in a sense, you know.
Bro, shout out to them, man. I can't lie. Bryan Delimata and Ricky Casual.
Yeah.
That man probably changed. And Threaducation.
Okay.
He's sick. I don't know where he's gone now, but he's sick.
And that's for sure. Bro. I want to ask you about music for a sec too. You know, we were talking about clothes this whole time, but I know you don't make music, but you definitely are an integral part of like music here when you think about it. And I'm curious to know, like, when you're in studios or whatever, like, what's your role when it comes to music, you know?
You know what? When it comes to music, I try always keep my opinions straight and keep my opinions honest. Like, it could be one of the man, he could link me so excited, like, I made the best song ever. If I think it's not that, I'm going to tell you straight, like, I don't hear it, bro. But my main role in this thing is, I believe I'm a connector, bro. Like, I believe I'm someone to connect everyone to everyone. Like, and because when I was coming up, that's all I ever wanted. And so if I'm in that position, I need to be exactly what I wanted, but for someone else.
Right. And
that's what I really believe in. So, like, in music, I'm one of those guys where, like, if there's someone that I believe should be working with someone they're not already working, I'm making sure you have to be that. I call myself like an unofficial A&R.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely like a dot connector. And I think a lot of the times people don't even know, like, oh, it was actually Sid who did this. Oh, it was Virgil who set this up, or, you know? But I think there's something cool about that mystique, you know? And just, like, you just do it behind the scenes for the love.
Literally, bro, I never asked for nothing after it. Like, I just did it because you should be there, bro. You know?
Right. What about when it comes to, like, Lancey, Fimi, and Len, like, all those guys? I mean, I know you, like, I guess work with them, but those are just your homies. Like, how did you get connected with them?
Bro. Genuinely just my niggas. Like, Lancey, I DM'd Lancey like 4 years ago. I was in LA, and he was in LA, and I DM'd him, because he was the only other person from London that was there.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is. When I was in LA, I didn't like it. Like,
I hate LA.
I hated it, bro. Okay, see, I didn't want to say it. I hated it, bro. So it was like, when I saw someone from London, I was like, let me just hit him. Because I fuck with him. And he hit me back. And then we fuck with each other since then. And then Fimi, like, Bammy, my best friend, he signed Fimi he started a label. Like, Bammy's the pioneer of this thing, like, the London music scene management, the record label having guys. Like, he's the first one to ever do it. Even when he did it, I've looked at him like, but you're my nigga, so I'm gonna support you regardless. Like, I don't understand it. Yeah. I'm gonna support you regardless. To the point, like I'm saying, 4 years down the line, I got a label now. Right. Yeah, Bammy really pioneered this space per se. Like, without Bammy, we don't really have this type of space. Like, and Fimi, I met Fimi through Bammy because Bammy signed him, and Fimi, we ended up all living together. Oh wow. And then we all just became best friends. And then Len, someone he was just on his own thing, like, and like, bro, we fuck with everyone in the city, so it was just like, we just reached out to everyone and just, it's like, bro, we should all know each other anyway, because we're all trying to push a new type of culture in this city, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, definitely. I mean, if we're speaking of those three, obviously they made the Conglomerate tape, and that's, in my opinion, was such like a cultural shift, you know? Alhamdulillah, man, I'm grateful for that shift. And I think you were a big part of that too, because when I watch the sessions and stuff, you're there, you're narrating some of the videos, you're in the music video for Osbatt, obviously, and like
what were those sessions like to you? Like, what was the most memorable part about that to you?
When we all fought.
What do you mean? Like,
bro, it was one day we all fought. Everyone's fighting, bro. Everyone's beefing, bro. We're in one room, like, everyone's beefing. Everyone's beefing, like...
In what sense, like?
Like, bro, like, Len's beefing Fimi. Fimi's beefing Bammy. Bammy's beefing Chimdy. Like, everyone's beefing, bro. Like, that day was lit, man. Because it was like, that's the day I knew everyone cared. Because you don't... At least, I hold everyone to the same standard. I wouldn't beef about something I don't care about. Sometimes some beef has to happen for you to get to the final part, you know what I'm saying? No one's like swinging. When I say beefing, like, I'm just saying like guys are going back and forth, you know what I'm saying? Guys could have swung, but I don't believe guys would really do that in that room. It's more important to get the job done. But
yeah, for sure. What about the actual Osbatt video? I think that was, in my opinion, like, you could say what you want about the album and this and that, but it was that video that kids looked at and they were like, yo, like, I want to be like this, you know?
You know one thing? I always said it to the man, I was like, bro, in 2025, you know what sells? Having friends. Because it's a lot of niggas that are just on the internet. No friends, no nothing, bro. Like, yeah. And it's like, having friends is really important. And I think the Osbatt video really showed that more than anything. And just the unserious seriousness of it. Because realistically, all we did, pulled up in a car. Put up to this one train station that we all used to chill at by our old crib. Put in Mill. Okay. Put in Mill Lane, it's in Stratford. On the corner from the last one. Yes, literally, like, our old crib used to look down at it. We used to have this penthouse, it was crazy. Yeah. But yeah, we used to look down at the station. And then Moy, I don't know if you know.
Moy Digital.
Bro, that Moy is the without Moy, nothing looks the way it looks here, if that makes sense. Yeah. Like, without Moy, nothing looks like the way it looks. Moy brought the camera, he finished uni and he just came to the shoot. His uni's around the corner and that. Yeah. Came, pulled out his camera, shot the video, all the man. I brought some Osbatt. This was just before I released. I brought a bunch of Osbatt and then gave it to the man them. Yeah. All the men were wearing Osbatt. Nice. It was like, it was a big moment. It was like, okay, everything of culture that we have built in the last couple of years has to be in this video. So every single person that's in that video, every single swag that's in that video, every sonic that's in that video is an amalgamation of everything that we've built in the last couple of years. Like, I'm very grateful to the man them that they even called it Osbatt. Like, that made me made me really happy and like feel like, okay, cool, like my efforts that I've for years not said nothing about have been appreciated. And the fact Osbatt is now the word people use to describe this scene, it makes sense because I think the brand kind of really represents the music and vice versa. If you listen to that style of music, I know you like Osbatt. Like, there's no way you don't. A lot of men think we're weird and like we're like some bookie brothers that are, they always, like, bookie just means like sus, but not gay sus. Like, sus is in like shifty. Yeah, and I heard that word before. But we're not that. Like, we're just, bro. We rock tech fleece every day too. You know what I'm saying? We talk like you. We do the same things as you. The only difference is like at their parties is Rambos, at our parties is MDMA. Like, we're not doing it, but it's just, that's the difference. You know what I'm saying? You know, you're very connected as well with people out and where I'm from, you know, New York. Who do you listen to out there? I fuck with Tana. Yeah. I fuck with Fazo, Tecca, Osamason, Let's Spend and them. They're doing their thing and it's really nice to see, innit? But I like it more so for the artistry behind it. Like, I can think your song's dead, but still think you're sick. You know what I'm saying? Like, even like the next person, I don't listen to it, but I think they're sick. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You can appreciate it. I appreciate it best because you guys are sick. You're doing your thing. Definitely. But yeah, even I like Until Japan a lot. Bro. He's crazy. And I wish he would drop more music because... Bro, he be sending me shit and it's just the best shit ever and you just don't release it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't ask questions. I just appreciate it. Like, that's your swag. Cool. Yeah. I think the last thing I want to say is like, so... when I was doing interviews like 2019 when I launched KTO, bro, like I was wearing like Adidas track pants and then like a white tee or something like that. And, you know, I think once I moved to New York, it kind of made me realize, oh, like, now that you're making like a little bit of money, you know, like you should go out and buy more clothes and it doesn't have to be expensive, but you should just want to feel good. Once you feel good, you work good, you know? But I'm curious of your thoughts, you know, like I consider you like a stylist too in a sense. So like, what do you think my next jump should be, you know? You feel like... You should start wearing suits. Yeah? Yeah. I feel like I look too old then, you know? That's fire though. That's the swag, like. Yeah? You go just do suits and get a slick back. Like,
Really?
you know, like, if imagine, you know, like mafia meetings. You should do an interview like that. Dark room with like a table, and you just asking bare serious questions.
Yeah?
Yeah, that would be like, I think it will contrast Kids Take Over. You can just do like a next page, like, Grandpa takes over.
Mafia takes over.
Mafia takes over.
Yeah, I don't know. My mom would probably watch that and be like, "What are you doing?" Like,
Yeah, you should start wearing suits.
yeah,
Yeah, 100%.
interesting. All right, bro. Well, I appreciate the swag advice, but thanks so much, man. I'm really glad we got to do it in here, and I know I got to bounce after this, but I really want to check out some of your pieces and like thank you, man.
Nigga, bro.
KTO.
But
Yo, thank you guys so much for watching that SlikSyd interview. If you did enjoy it, it does help a lot when you guys hit the like button and subscribe, obviously, and comment your thoughts, because I've been reading and responding to a lot of them. But man, there's only one interview left of the KTO in London series. Try to guess who it is. I feel you guys might be a little surprised. I'm not sure if it's who you're expecting, but I mean, it's cool and it's big for sure. So yeah, one more left. Thank you guys all for following along, and I'll see you next week.